That was good, man. How y'all doing today? I've been looking at a lot of different content lately, man. Checking out my boy Anton Daniels. Shout out to Anton Daniels, man. Mediocre tutorial reviews, and some different guys that's been in the manosphere. I've been having some conversation with, just different people, man, outside of work and everything, man. And a lot of men's downfall is they don't stand on their square. And you got to understand something, man. And this is just like when we talk to women about taking accountability. You standing on your square has nothing to do with anybody else. It has everything to do with you. The exact same thing that I speak about when I talk about accountability. Accountability has nothing to do with anybody else. Accountability has everything to do with you. All right, men and women. But that's the hard pill for a lot of women to swallow. Same goes as for what I always talk about, standing on your square as a man. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It has everything to do with you. All right, you as a man have to have control over your emotions. You should not allow anybody to get you off that square for any freaking reason. Again, standing on your square has nothing to do with anybody else. It has everything to do with you. No matter what this person says, no matter what this person does, you're not going to get me off my square. All right? I'm going to continue to remain in my masculine regardless of what's going on around me. Now, I'm not saying, that you don't take action if somebody, does something. I'm not saying that. But again, don't allow anybody to get you out of your element and get you all in your doggone feelings. We as men have to do better. And I'm saying it to say this. I was hit with a situation yesterday, right? Come on, bro. Don't play me. Don't embarrass yourself. But anywho, I was hit with a situation the other day. And it was like, you basically got to take action, right? Can I get in there? Can I get in there? Hit this lip bust, this little Yui real quick. But anyway, I was approached by one of my homies, or whatever, friend, co-worker, whatever you want to call it. And he was saying, like, listen, man, I'm going through some things, bro. Child's mom approached me about, a particular situation. And it was about a DNA test, right? Getting a DNA test done. I'm like, okay, all right. Let's see if we can pick through this thing. Let's see if we can help you out or whatever. It's so crazy, man. But anywho, he was like, so about 5-6 years ago, I had this dealing with a young lady, and she was like, it's a possible chance that you could be the father. 2 years later, 2 years after. All right, so the child is almost 6 years old now, but about three years ago, after the child was 2 years old, something like that, man. I gotta make sure I'm getting the story right or whatever. Anyway, and I did tell him I was gonna use this as an example or whatever, man. You know what I mean? Everything I think is a talking and a coaching point. So, we were trying to dissect that thing, and I got the net of it or whatever. 2 years ago, she said, there's a chance that the child could be yours. And I was wondering if you can get this DNA test done. And he was like, well, have you tested your boyfriend? Because it was between him or the boyfriend at the time. The child is now 2 years old. And I'm guessing, the child started to not look like her boyfriend, her current boyfriend at the time. And so 2 years, three years ago, child's 2 years old. you know, starting to get facial features and everything. And at this point, you know what I'm saying, he's a little bit over the top, a little bit emotional about the situation. Like, bro, just calm down. You know what I mean? We're gonna get through this or whatever. I'll try to see if I can help. And so he was like, you know, they tested the guy, and the boyfriend was not the father. I was like, okay. And she's saying this is like a 50-50 chance, like, you know, this if the child is not his, then it's yours. Pretty much, that's what she said. Like, you don't need no pretty much, man. You need to make sure. That's what she said. So he got confirmation or whatever. But she was asking him to take a DNA test. And he was like, why do I need to take a DNA test if you already knew that, you know, or it was between two different guys, and the other guy took the test and it wasn't his? Why do I need to take a DNA test? And so he's about to get in his emotions like, so you lying? Bro, we're not gonna do that. That's not standing on your square, all right? That is not standing on your square. Getting emotional is not, it's never the best thing to do for any man. Understand that, all right? Understand that. What you're gonna do is, if you get in your emotions as a man, is you're gonna make the situation worse. You're not gonna make it any better, all right? So do not, under any circumstances, get in your emotions for any freaking reason. Take the facts, whatever the story is, you take the facts, you try to dissect it, and you try to come up with a solution or whatever. Quickest way, man. All right? If you need some time, again, when you speak, make sure it's not out of emotion. When you to a woman, when you talk to another man or whatever, it needs to be just like this. Monotone. Not raising your voice. You're not doing anything extra. I'm just talking to you how I would speak to anybody else. And work on those facial expressions as well. Because facial expressions and body language is a dead giveaway. So again, you're going to have to operate out of your masculine. And if you don't know what the heck that is, stay tuned. All right? I may even start doing like little skits or whatever to try to help guys out. You know, when you're in a work environment and they try to show you like little clips, but it's like really bad acting about how to handle situations. It's gonna be something like that, but the acting should be a little bit better. But no, man, I'm serious, man. We need to get guys back to the point where you are comfortable with staying and living in your masculine at all times. So anyway, that situation happened, and you know, he was like, bro, I had so many freaking questions as to, you know, why it took so long and all that other stuff, but I didn't ask those questions. I was like, that's good. That's really good, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is a time and a place to ask those questions, but at the moment, I don't think that was the right time. You know what I mean? Like, take some time or whatever, sit back or whatever, y'all come together, especially if this was like an over the phone or through text message conversation. You don't want to do that, because, you know, that's the worst way to converse with anybody. It's over the phone or through text messages, because you never know. They say it with an attitude. Are they being disrespectful? No, you need to have that face-to-face conversation, so you can look at that person can look at you, and y'all can have the conversation as two adults. I think that's another problem, man. You know, a lot of us, we're childish. A lot of us need to grow up. Where you going? Where you going, bro? In the century. Dog, boy, people be flying them doggone little cars, man. Like, bro, what you, calm down, man. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Anyway, I think a lot of us are childish. A lot of us need to grow up. A lot of us are still stuck in the same mindset that we had in high school. And that's the reason why a lot of us will never be successful in relationships and life and any of those things, because we haven't grown. Some of y'all are 20, 30, and 40 years old and still have the exact same mindset that you had when you were in damn high school. You don't see it as a problem? I'll tell you what, you look at your life right now. You look at how you go about handling situations now, and you tell me, have you gotten better since high school? And I promise you, the overwhelming majority of people that have gotten better, I guarantee you, their life is showing them. Because the people that I know that communicate well as far as not getting in their emotions, then some people had a freaking the whole nine. If you do not know how this can feel, alright, you're gonna top a lot quicker than somebody that has gotten better, has done the work, has done the research, has had the coaching. Now understand, man, again, especially as a man, the more control you have over your emotions, the more you stand on that square, the better off your life will be. If you haven't taken anything else from the content that I have put out on this channel, my main channel, or any other channel that you guys have seen me speaking on, the more control you have over your emotions, the better off you will be. Do not allow anybody or anything to get you off of that square. Practice, man. If you have to practice with yourself, all right? If you have to practice with yourself, your friend, your girlfriend, practice while you're at work. Again, one thing about me, I do not tolerate disrespect from anybody, all right? I will address that. And we're going to check that shit immediately. But there's a certain way how you go about doing things. And I can tell you right now, as a man, eye contact, body language, and tone is average. It's almost probably 90% of what you need. Okay? Don't break eye contact at all. Let that person know, yo, I'm here. I will not be disrespected. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not gonna tolerate that. If I'm giving you respect, then I expect the same in return. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, man. So again, I encourage all men, stand on that square at all times, brothers. Do not allow anybody or anything to get you off of your square. Because if you look at it, you know, most men feel like, yo, I have every right to be upset. Yeah, you do. Okay, what now? You have every right to yell and scream. Yeah, you do. Then what? You have every right to beat on your doggone chest and argue with somebody until you're blue in the face. Yeah, you do. Then what? Like, what is the end goal, man? Huh? And I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, you can't have a conversation with people. You know, you're going to have some people that's feminine. You know, like, bro, you can't tell me what feminine masculine is. Because you in your emotions right now. One thing I'm going to get you to understand is I'm not going to be disrespected. All right? That's first and foremost. If I'm giving you respect, then I need the same in return. Mutual respect. That's all most men ask for and require. All right? That's all I require. I'm not coming. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not coming with my hand out asking anybody to be nice to me. No. I require that. If we're gonna have a conversation, you're gonna be respectful. If you're gonna be respectful, we're not gonna have a conversation. All right? Because nothing is stopping me from just walking away. So if you want to have a conversation, you want to talk to me, you're gonna be respectful. All right? Or we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna have this conversation. And if it's mutual respect, then we can go on about it. We can go on about our day. We can do whatever needs to be done to have the conversation. But anyway, hold on a minute, y'all. Just understand that, man. As humans, we live life every day. And every day is a new day. You're going to be faced with different challenges. different things, and the only way to overcome those things is continue to practice standing on your doggone square, man. Not letting anybody or anything get you out of your element. And I'm saying that because myself, along with the men that I know that are constantly doing that, we are still a work in progress. We are all human. We all are gonna make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, okay? So there may be a time that you may see a guy that 98, 99% of the time is a calm, cool, and collected guy. He might get out of his element once or twice, man. I mean, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Nobody is perfect. But I'm gonna say this majority of the time, man, a lot of things can be avoided. A lot of situations don't have to be escalated. And the men that I know that have control over their emotions, they have reached a certain level of success. And the reason why they continue to grow in whatever field that they're in is because they have full control over those emotions. All right? Full control over those emotions. I'm going slow. Anywho, man, y'all, I'm gonna get with you guys later, man. Y'all make sure y'all pay close attention to this video, man. Rewatch it. Every time you feel like you're about to get out of your element, just remember one thing, man. Not gonna allow anybody to get me off of my square. I'm gonna remain here where I'm supposed to be, because every man is supposed to remain on that square at all times. Never allow anybody to get you out of your element. All right? Be the man that you're supposed to be. All right? Protect yourself, protect your peace. And the best way to do that, again, is get control of those emotions, man. Understand and recognize feminine energy from a long way away. At the beginning of the conversation, you should already be able to identify. As soon as somebody approach you. Mama King is out today. Got a message from my girl. Yeah, we'll see, man. We had time to check that out, you know what I'm saying? I think I actually get off a little early tonight, so we might be able to make some straight. Anyway, man, let's go, man. Let's go. I'm gonna go in here and enjoy myself today, man. We're gonna get up in here, cut up a little bit, and I'm gonna get some talking points from some of the guys that I've met up here, man. Hey, when I tell you this place has definitely been like a little gold mine as far as content creating, and just meeting and being able to chat with the different guys that work here to help men and women, like just being able to chop it up with them, man, and see where their head at, where her head at is with everything, and helping them kind of navigate and go through, actually seeing them getting the results from the people that actually take my advice. It's a beautiful freaking thing, man. So that's how you're doing and you're saying the right thing, because not only are you getting the results that you want out of life, but the people around you are starting to get those results. The people around you are working harder now, and they're a lot more clear than what it once was. Rather than trying to get information from certain people and people like giving them the runaround because they don't have the answers themselves, and most importantly, they don't have the results themselves, and they're not moving in that direction. It's interesting, man. It's definitely interesting compared to, last year. It's like last year I had a decent game plan, but I was still operating out of emotion, and that's not good for any man, any guy that's operating out of emotion, men don't follow those guys. All right. Any dude, every time you see him, he's always constantly complaining, constantly arguing, going back and forth with somebody, and in his feelings. Stay away from those guys. Don't take advice from those guys. Even if it seems like they have the results, man, you got to. I'm just gonna say, be careful. Tread softly. All right. Anywho, my stuff on here. We got some coaching we got to do today, and some soaking up, man. Cause I'm definitely here to soak up as well, man. Cause there's a lot of guys here that have a lot of information about real estate and everything, man. That I can definitely learn from. Anywho, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right. All right, Panda. Get with me.